Velma Season 2 has kind of came and went. I don't know if they released everything at once or if they're doing this on a weekly basis, but no one's talking about this show. Now, Season 1 was different. Everybody was talking about it, but it was how bad it was, except for a few press outlets, which praised it because fans didn't like it, which is what they usually do. Fans don't like something. A lot of these outlets, like AV Club here, will jump up and praise it, which is funny because they don't even do a review of the show. Nobody's put an official review in for this show. But AV Club here says in Season 2, Velma raises a giant middle finger to its haters. Who are its haters? Scooby Doo fans? The only people that like this awful show are mainstream entertainment critics. And like I said, is what's funny is there's no reviews. And I'll show you that in a second. But first, what's funny about this show and the first season compared to the second season is now you've actually got people saying that it's awful. This is from CBR, and I was kind of surprised to see this. Worse than the first. Velma Season 2 shredded by critics and viewers after Mac's debut. I wonder if this is just because critics are being harsh about it. Because usually, if something gets shredded by the audience, these outlets don't talk about it. The second season of Velma is getting some harsh criticism after its quiet arrival on Max. Now, what's funny about this is they're right. It was a quiet arrival on Max. I don't get this. Nobody is talking about this. All this seems to do is piss people off. Why did they do a Season 2? I really thought this show was going to be done, and that's where the signs were pointing. But then all of a sudden, Season 2 shows up, and it's like it got no marketing. Why even release it? You know, Warner Brothers will throw shit in their vault for tax write-offs for a lot less. This, they actually let get completed. And the excuse is that, well, they had so many episodes by contract that they needed to get done. Wouldn't it be cheaper to cancel that contract and just pay people out? Just pay people out rather than put an animated show into production? It's just weird to me. This whole situation is just weird. And it's funny seeing some of these reactions. Here's from BGR. Max should be embarrassed for releasing a show this bad. And here is the Rotten Tomatoes. Now, this is what's funny. Here's Velma Season 2. There's no critic reviews. Unless I'm not the wrong one, and I don't think I am. Because we have an audience score, and it's 12%. Now, what's funny is, like I said, there's no critic reviews. Like, they're almost afraid to criticize it. And the reason I say that is because they did for Season 1. Season 1, somehow, some way, got a 39% from critics, which is crazy to me because what the hell did they like about it? I've already went over Season 1 before and at length. But yeah, the gist is it's a shitty show. 10% audience score. Now, they actually managed to bump up the audience score to 12%, but it only has 50-plus ratings compared to the other one. I don't even have a number here. A lot of people reviewed it. So this show is not getting any attention at all. No one gives a shit about this show. And all the reviews for it are really bad. Mindy Kaling is so out of touch. This is just a horrible series. The spirit of this fantastic IP is completely lost on her. Not again. Velma was supposed to be canceled. Nope. They decided to make everything terrible. Velma is a god-awful show, and it's still very unlikable. This is worse than Season 1. So, you know, a couple people coming in here and criticizing it, but no critics are. Like they're afraid, I don't want to have my name attached to a review. I don't want to piss off Warner Brothers. Because none of them actually give a shit. That's the thing. They all kiss up to these companies, and if the review is going to be so bad that it'll just smear the show sometimes, I don't think they do it. Remember that show with Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman, and it was the stop motion kind of Christmas characters. It was a Santa Claus thing, and it was so bad nobody reviewed it. Not one review, unless that's changed. But it's just funny to see them kind of pat each other on the back when it comes to shit like this. But anyway, another disastrous move for Warner Brothers. I wonder how much this cost them, and if it would have been cheaper to just write it off. They do it for other shit, but not for Mindy Kaling. Oh, no. She's going to get her airtime. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.